In today's video, I have a tiny biopharma penny stock that needs to be on your watch list right now. The stock is just beginning to trend on social media, as many investors are expecting a merger announcement from the company as soon as tomorrow. So in today's video, I will be talking about NLS Pharmaceutics, ticker symbol NLSP. The company has a bunch of upcoming catalysts, but has been flying under the radar so far. There's literally so much going on here, so make sure to stick around until the end of the video. You won't want to miss this. Now, we've got a lot to get through in this video, so I will try to keep this intro short, but if you find any value in this, can I ask you to smash the like button? And it helps the channel out so much. I'm aiming to get 500 likes on this video. Help me hit that goal. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new content like this. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Now let's get into it. So what is NLS Pharma and what do they do? NLS Pharmaceutics is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on developing next generation therapies for sleep disorders, neurodegenerative diseases, and CNS or central nervous system disorders. Worldwide, millions of people suffer from CNS. Over 3 million people across the globe are challenged by narcolepsy. While in the United States alone, 11% of 4 to 11-year-olds are distressed by a form of ADHD, NLS Pharmaceutics is dedicated to helping patients worldwide access safer and efficient CNS therapies. The company has a strong product pipeline with several compounds at various stages of development and over 100 patents in 140 countries covering CNS, ADHD, cancer, fatigue, narcolepsy, and much more. NLS also have the exclusive license of the Doxa platform through Exon Labs, which has upcoming catalysts for AEX2 and AEX41, which I will mention in a moment because NLS did report very encouraging preclinical data for AEX2 earlier this year. Looking at the investor's presentation, the company's mission is to put the patients first and develop better therapies to safeguard and empower the brain throughout all stages of life. And the business highlights are here. Lead asset, Mazandol ER, has successfully completed the phase 2 for narcolepsy and has been given the green light from the FDA to initiate a phase 3. As I said earlier, this is a condition that affects several million people across the world and the market is growing. Currently valued at $4.5 billion, it is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 8.2% over the next 8 years, reaching over $10 billion by 2033. Mazandol has been given orphan drug designation granted in the US and Europe. The company has strong IP protection in the USA, Japan, and Europe for once daily formulation with a patent runway until 2037. They have a deep pipeline with long-dated IP protections in major markets. Mazandol is different from other medications that are currently on the market, and it also has huge advantages that we can see here. But NLS also has several FDA-approved treatments for various indications. Now guys, I'm not going to go through this full investor's presentation in this video. There's over 50 pages to this, but it's well worth a look. There's a link to this in the description below. And I highly recommend that anyone interested in this company check out their latest investors presentation. Now remember that this is a company that is trading at a market cap of only $11 million right now. They have so much going for them, but this is not the reason I'm talking about the company today. The reason I'm talking about NLS Pharma today is the fact that they have agreed to merge with another company. NLS is merging with Cadimastem Limited. Cadimastem is a biopharmaceutical company that develops industrial regenerative medicine therapies based on cells derived from stem cells to treat neurodegenerative diseases such as ALS and diabetes. They have a pipeline of 2 main candidates, Astro RX for the treatment of ALS and other neurodegenerative diseases, and Islet RX for the treatment of insulin-dependent diabetes such as type 1 diabetes. We can see here that these are at various stages of clinical development. The merger will create a company with complementary approaches in cell therapy and small molecules, broadening the scope in CNS disorders and metabolic diseases. And this is significant because it offers a pathway to greater scale diversification and potentially higher valuation. By combining NLS's small molecules and CNS expertise with Cadamastum's cell therapy pipeline, it creates a massive vision for their pipeline and current operations. This stock is starting to gather a lot of attention over the past few days, and at one point today, this was trending on StockTwits because those that know about the stock are expecting news this week. Looking here at StockTwits, we can see that the sentiment has turned extremely bullish lately, with a score of 93 out of 100 on the bullish sentiment indicator, while message volume has gone through the roof in the past 24 hours, but this is still flying under the radar of most investors. Today's trading volume has gone over 1 million for the first time in months, and the stock is up only a small 7% today. But this is where it gets very interesting. Looking at the latest news regarding the merger, and this was a couple of weeks ago, Cadamastum and NLS Pharmaceutics announced effectiveness of SEC registration statement in connection with proposed merger. The SEC has declared effective the registration statement on the related company's previously announced merger. The Form F-4 became effective on September 9th. This marks the final U.S. securities regulatory hurdle required for closing the merger. Upon completion, the combined company, to be known as NewCell X Limited, will remain a company listed on Nasdaq under the ticker NCEL. Once these two companies' merger is completed, it looks like there's going to be a load of big announcements from the company. Just look at this. Cadamastum is preparing to initiate a Phase 2A clinical trial of AstroRx in the US for the treatment of ALS, with global trial site selection and regulatory preparations already underway. They are continuing to advance Islet RX and has received continued support from the Bird Foundation following a successful pre-investigational IND meeting with the US FDA earlier this year. But this is the most important part. CEO Ronan Tweedo stated, "We are proud to reach this milestone and to be so close to completing the merger with NLS. Cadamastum is entering an advanced stage in its clinical journey, with the Phase 2A ALS trial for AstroRx on the horizon and meaningful progress in our Islet RX diabetes program. We believe the merger strengthens our global position, provides access to US capital markets, and reinforces our mission to develop transformative therapies for patients suffering from some of the most challenging diseases." With NLS CEO Alexander Zayer stating that this combination is a transformational opportunity to build a next-generation biotechnology company with a diversified pipeline and global reach. Following the upcoming extraordinary general meeting on September 29, we look forward to unifying our teams under a new company and advancing our mission of delivering innovative therapies to patients with high unmet medical needs. September 29th, guys, that's today. And there is no announcement from the company yet at the time I'm recording this video, with only minutes left in the trading day, which means we are likely to get the result of this meeting sometime tomorrow. This is one of those opportunities that does not come along too often. This is still flying under the radar, but it is fast gathering attention, and this could be one of the biggest runners of the month when news does break. After all, the stock is trading at a market cap of only $11 million right now, but once these companies do combine, they have so many catalysts ahead. These include the launch of the Phase 2A multi-site clinical trial of AstroRx, the initiation of Phase 1 study of Islet RX for type 1 diabetes, and the continued preclinical development of AEX2 and AEX41 as they progress towards late-stage studies in conditions such as narcolepsy and neurodegeneration. NLS's Mazandal ER is also Phase 3 ready for both EDS and ADHD, with orphan drug designation in both the US and Europe and a strong Phase 2 data package in hand. Mazandal is positioned to move swiftly through the regulatory pipeline. But guys, what do you think? There is overwhelmingly bullish sentiment around this stock right now, but it is yet to take off. If you look on Twitter or you look on StockTwits right now, everything is positive about this company. But let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about this company. Remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next